Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are wonderful. I hope you guys are having a great day. Hope you guys have had a productive and a great week so far. Hope you guys are working hard towards achieving your goal. Yeah. Igama lami uBhubesi Mphathi Umhlaba. Ku-Instagram ungangithola uBhubesi Mphathi Umhlaba. On Twitter it's Bhubesi_11. Welcome to the family, man, of Athlete's Voice, man. Welcome to the sporting community where we interact with players, fans, wonke umuntu nje. So welcome to the family. Please share, like, subscribe, and please suggest this channel, and please continue supporting Athlete's Voice. As we approach the MTN 8 semi-final clashes, which is like mouth-watering clashes, mouth-watering fixtures, I would like to also give you an update on the PSL results that have taken place. With the conclusions of the PSL for like this, with the conclusion of yesterday's results, yesterday's matches that took place, I would like to give you like a preview and my own analysis of the games that took place so far. So on Friday, the 25th of August, 2023, Cape Town Spurs took on Chippa United, with Chippa United emerging victorious thanks to a goal by Ronald Marman, who scored in the 42nd minute of the game, securing a victory for Chili Boys away from home, and which stretched the Sean Bartlett's side winless streak to 4 games. So Cape Town Spurs alongside Richards Bay FC are the two teams that are yet to collect some points so far this season. So that was their fourth straight defeat of the season. With Cape Town Spurs not even collecting a single point so far this season. They've lost all their games. Which clearly does suggest maybe they were not yet ready for the PSL. Maybe they didn't make enough recruitments. Despite the fact that they did bring in the experienced former Kaizer Chiefs and Amazulu midfielder Keegan Buchanan, it does not look like that was enough for them. They should have stretched more. They need more firepower, especially in defense, considering their defense is very poor. They've conceded so many goals easily so far this season. They've been very careless at the back. Their defense is just questionable, and I think they need to recruit more before the transfer window comes to a close. Perhaps they can recruit the experienced Muluwandao Makho, who is with our club since his contract expired with Kaizer Chiefs in July this year. So perhaps they can add some more firepower at the back. Yeah, indeed. Then in Saturday, the 26th of August, we saw a few games that took place with Golden Arrows taking on Polokwane City at the King Zwelithini Stadium in Durban. Abafana Beste emerging victorious with a 3-2 victory over Rise and Shine. Abafana Beste ran rampant over their opponents in the game. You know, this was a bounce back from that 4-0 thrashing by Mamelodi Sundowns. I think now they've shown character, they've shown fighting spirit, that they do want to put that past them, that defeat past them, and move on to bigger things and continue scoring more goals and getting more victories on their sleeve. And which is exactly what they did. They ran rampant against the Limpopo side as they scored 3 first half goals, which made it 3-0. And you could tell that the game was done and set. There was already one in the first half. Shout out to Abafana Beste and shout out to Mabuti Kanyeza and his charges and his troops. This was a good bouncing back for them, and hopefully they can continue playing like this and give more positive results and with more consistency. We hope that they can finish in the top half of the table. You know, even finish maybe for a top 8 spot. You know, see the golden arrows that we saw from 2009 that won the MTN 8 title by defeating Ajax Cape Town 6-0. So hopefully we're getting to see that golden arrows. There's a bit of a glimpse of that golden arrows that we saw back in those days. With goals scored by Nkutuzo Sibiya in the 13th minute, as well as Lungelo Nguse making it 2-0 in the 22nd minute, as well as Temba Mashiane in the 38th minute, sealing victory for them in the first half against Rise and Shine. Then Rise and Shine did score some consolation goals thanks to Douglas Mapuno, who netted his second league goal of the season after he did net against Cape Town Spurs at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. And the second goal was scored by Lebogang Mukati in the 53rd minute, which was just also mere consolation It did set up a nervy finish for Lamont Golden Arrows, as we thought perhaps maybe Polokwane City could pull off the unthinkable, but Abafana West did hold on for a 3-2 victory. In the other game, we saw Kaizer Chiefs take on Amazulu, winning by 3 goals to nil, which was perhaps a convincing victory, irrespective of the fact that Amazulu dominated the game. Also, to created the better chances. Unfortunately, they were not clinical with their opportunities. So I guess it goes back to the old saying that in football, if you don't take your chances, then it doesn't matter if you were dominating the game, if you created so many chances, but if you don't put them in the back of the net, then unfortunately, it does not matter. You understand? The score line is what should reflect your performance. And the Kaizer Chiefs, they were more clinical with their chances, irrespective irrespective of the fact that they were not in control of the game. They didn't see much of the ball. Also, too, like were more dominant. They were more of the better side. But then, here's the Chiefs, thanks to Bule Modi, an early goal by Bule Modi. He scored his first goal since joining Kaizer Chiefs uh, from Amazulu's bitter rivals, Golden Arrows. It was his childhood dream. His childhood dream has been fulfilled, and he has repaid the Amokosi staff with a brace. He did net a brilliant goal after a brilliant attack that he started after giving a pass to Dupree with the outside of his boot. Dupree made a run, gave him an assist, gave the ball to Potsani. Potsani backheeled the ball. William Modi, calm, cool, and collected finish to make it a brace. That was basically the goal that sealed victory for Kaizer Chiefs. And then Edson Castillo made it 3-0 in the dying minutes of the game, thanks to a corner from substitute Dylan Solomons. Castillo netting his second goal for Kaizer Chiefs in as many games. That was his first league goal for Kaizer Chiefs at the FNB Stadium. So Venezuelan is living up to expectations, but what is required from him from this point onwards is just more consistency. What is required from him is more consistency in order for not only the fans, but everybody within the footballing fraternity to see whether if he really is um, what what the hype was all about around him, because we know most South American players are technically gifted. So hopefully he can live up to that reputation and bring the glory days back to the Amakosi faithful. Then in the other games that we saw at the Cape Winelands with the competition, this was the beginning of the competition of Amafan days. So the winner gets to win 200,000 rand. It started at the Dan Craven Stadium. It was a clash between Stellenbosch FC as well as Supersport United, which was basically a repeat of the MTN 8 quarterfinal clash that took place earlier this month at the Peter Mokaba Stadium, with the Cape side emerging victorious. Well, this wasn't to be the case in this particular encounter, as Matsatsansa Pitori got their revenge with a 2-1 victory thanks to goals by brilliant Zambian Kampani Lungu, as well as former Mamelodi Sundowns midfielder Grant Macherman, making it 2-1. And then Cape Town's, but Stellenbosch did take the lead through Jaden Adams in the 37th minute. Then obviously Supersport equalized from the penalty spot thanks to the brilliant Zambian forward Lungu. And then Macherman made it 2-1 in the 9 minutes of the game, in the 85th minute, 5 minutes away from stoppage time to seal victory for Matatsans Pitori. And then in the other game, then Sunday, as we look at the games that took place on Sunday, it was only one game on the 27th of August, which was between Royal AM and TS Galaxy at the Hirikwala Stadium in Pietermaritzburg, the capital of KwaZulu-Natal. Royal AM grabbing their first victory of the season. They grabbed their first victory of the season thanks to a goal by veteran defender, fullback Thabo Matlaba, who netted in the 61st minute of the game, securing Royal AM's first victory of the season. At TS Galaxy, it was pretty much of a disappointing performance from them. I mean, they were fresh from their performance against Kaizer Chiefs after beating Kaizer Chiefs 1-0 at the Mobile Stadium, but I guess Consistency is all that matters. It does not matter whether you defeated a big club or not. If you cannot maintain that momentum and maintain that consistency, then you'll be a long forgotten memory. So yes, Galaxy need to really work on that. They need to keep up with their momentum, keep up with their consistency, and understand that defeating a big club doesn't really matter. It's not really a big achievement uh, if you can't continue to keep up with that consistency and maintain that kind of level of form and performance going into the next games. So well done to Royal AM grabbing their first victory of the season. Well done to them. Hopefully this could boost them and give them um, confidence in terms of securing more points and maintaining this kind of like results, getting wins under their belt. So other games that took place on Tuesday, the 29th of August, we saw Lamonto Golden Arrows thrash Supersport United away at the Peter Mokaba Stadium by 3 goals to nil, which from my own personal perspective is a shock because I would expect Supersport to be one of the teams that could challenge Mamelodi Sundowns for the title, but clearly it doesn't seem to be the case. Um, I guess maybe you could say maybe Supersport was a team that was winning by luck last season, you know, because if they are not consistent enough, if they lose 3-0 at home to a team like Golden Arrows that isn't really much fancied by many, then it shows that maybe you're not the team that is like ready to challenge for any meaningful honors because they were knocked out recently in the MTN 8. And now with this defeat, perhaps it might hamper yeah, their title hopes because they were basically one of the teams that most people did believe could challenge Mamelodi Sundowns for the title, despite Orlando Pirates being the other. So with this kind of result, I doubt that's even possible because Mamelodi Sundowns seem to be running away with it. I mean, they've already won 6 games in six, so I doubt that that SuperSport could even challenge for even second place with this because there are many teams that will be also wanting to compete. But like I said, it's all about maintaining the level of consistency and the level of high performance. So Lamontville Golden Arrow scored, opened the scoring in the 33rd minute thanks to Lungelo again, Lungelo Nguse, who scored his second goals in as many games. And then as well as Angelo Van Roy, netting in the 54th minute of the game. And then we saw former Kaizer Chiefs striker Ryan Moon sealing victory for Abafana Bestand in the 87th minute of the game, which made this win that did also take Abafana Bestand into second place, just behind Mamelodi Sundowns. So quite remarkable what Golden Arrows are at the current moment, following that 4-0 defeat to Mamelodi Sundowns. It's quite remarkable what they're doing right now. Scoring like 6 goals in 2 games. Wow, that's quite remarkable. You know, that's quite remarkable from them, and hopefully they can keep up with this, maintaining this kind of performance. Perhaps they might even set up a dramatic end. Um, Sundance's dominance, but obviously that might not happen. Obviously, it's just chances of that happening are highly impossible. But with this kind of performance, if they can keep it up, then perhaps, who knows? I guess in football, anything can happen. And obviously, in the other game that took place was at the Orlando Stadium between Orlando Pirates and Cape Town City. Orlando Pirates securing a 2-0 victory thanks to goals by on form, on fire Zakelele Pasa, as well as Patrick Masongani, who was the man of the match. Then And in yesterday's game, there was a game. There were 6 games that took place. 6 games took place yesterday. Polokwane City took on Mamelodi Sundowns at the Peter Mokaba Stadium. Mamelodi Sundowns securing their sixth victory of the season in 6 games, maintaining their 100% record in the DStv Premiership, thanks to a praise by Lucas Ribeiro Costa, who has made quite an impression since joining Mamelodi Sundowns. The Brazilian is on fire. He's perhaps one of the players that could contest for the Golden Boot or be the top goal scorer in the PSL in his maiden season. did net from the penalty spot, and he netted a brace in the second half to seal victory for Mamelodi Sundowns. Then in the other game, and then we saw later on, Lebohang Maboy was sent off or shown a red card. Perhaps it might have been harsh, but yeah, from my own perspective, it was very harsh. I don't think it was a red card, but I guess referee's rules, whatever, if the referee believes it was a red card, then maybe it was a red card. Then in the other games that took place, we saw Morocco Solos take on Cape Town Spurs, and Cape Town Spurs' winless run and their drastic run, their 0% record. They have no points so far this season. Did continue, their woes continued. As Tsegobatso Mabasa scored a brace in the opening 10 minutes of the game. And then Kabadino Mango scored a stunning free kick to make it 3. And then we saw Cape Town Spurs to Telo Musa getting a mere consolation for the Cape Town side. Their woes do continue. I mean, this is their 6th defeat in as many games. I think 5th defeat, if I may say, yeah. They're yet to get even a single point. They are yet to draw a game so far this season. They are yet to even win a game this season. So they've lost all 5 of their games so far this season, which is a room for concern. And like I said, was due to their defending. I think their defense is very poor. They need to recruit at the defensive line. They really need to recruit. Um, they really need to do some serious recruitment in their defensive line if they are to survive in the top flight football. Yeah. And then the other game that took place, Amazulu also scored their first goal of the season. Their first goal of the season, and in as many games as well. In 5 games, this was only the first goal, the only goal that they've scored so far this season, Amazulu. This is the only goal that they've scored, which also helped them secure their first victory of the season over TS Galaxy. TS Galaxy losing their second straight game. So it's 2 defeats in a row for TS Galaxy after that fairy tale win against Kaizer Chiefs. Now they go on to lose 2 games, which is very disappointing by by several standards. But I guess kudos to Amazulu. Uh, the Nigerian August Chidi Wem scoring the winning goal in the 63rd minute of the game, securing 3 points for Usutu at the Moses Mabhida Stadium. And then in the other game, Richards Bay's winless run also continued, but at least they grabbed a point thanks to a 1-1 draw against the Kukune United at home. Jamie Webber scored his second goal of the season, second league goal of the season, which was a brilliant goal. And then veteran striker Leti Kaupeng, former Orlando Pirates striker Leti Kaupeng, equalized for the Natal Ridge Boys in the 70th minute of the game, getting a point for the Natal Ridge Boys. And then Chippa United slumped to a 3-2 defeat at home to Royal AM. Royal AM came in their second victory of the season, while Chippa United's winless run continues. They're yet to win a game so far this season. This is their second defeat in as many games in the league so far. They're yet to secure any 3 points. They haven't won a single game so far. They have got 3 draws and 2 defeats. So this is their second defeat of the season. Craig Martin opened the scoring. Former Orlando Pirates and Cape Town City defender Craig Martin opened the scoring for the Chili Boys in the 24th minute, making it 1-0. And then Mpundo Tirazi equalized for Royal AM in the 34th minute of the game. Then Rose Hamilton in the 52nd minute of the game made it 2-1 to Tuata. And then former Orlando Pirates defender Justice Shabalala equalized from the corner kick. And then Captain Samuel Mangani, Captain Fantastic, made it 3-2, scoring the winner for John Madupa's troops, and which this is their second victory of the season. This is their second victory in a row, and this takes them to 11th place. They're now in 11th place with 7 points so far this season. So kudos to Royal AM. And then in the big game, we saw Kaizer Chiefs take on Stellenbosch FC at the Athlone Stadium. It's a great game. Bule Modi scored a stun from outside of the box. Long range effort to see him score his 3rd goal of the season. And then Christian Saile scored his first goal of the season, which was a wonderful header from the Shabalala free kick. I guess the Congolese does enjoy playing at the Athlone Stadium, as he's the one who set up the winner against Cape Town City a few weeks ago in the MTN 8 quarterfinal. He set up the winner for Edson Castillo, and now he actually scored the decisive goal for Kaizer Chiefs to seal the 3 points for them. This is their second victory as well for Amakosi in as many games. Second straight victory, 5 goals in 2 games, clean sheet. Wow. Wow. Hopefully they can continue with this momentum going into the next few games, and we'll see, man. For more, man, thank you for tuning in, and please continue to like, share, and subscribe, and comment, and make your predictions heard on who do you think will win the league title, and who do you think will finish in the top half of the table and in the bottom half. We'll be in touch pretty much soon. Cheers.
outing enzich muna to iketsetsa funa ngapha komdantsane muna to iketsetsa khalakato na yeleyo mpahla uyayiva ke ngoku wase kwadumiza indlo kwadumisha umbe kwadumiza indlo kwadumisha umbe kwadumiza indlo
Talis and Tetwa. And Tetwa again. The only man who can get the ball off him is his own player, Talis. Up to De Jong. Looking for Simango to bring him down. The Chiefs defended it well. Zita Quinica. Castillo, that's possession almost turned over to Van Rooyen. It was nicely done by Ndatsane. Van Rooyen having to chase back now because Mordi is on the charge. And the cover again from Mtetwa is excellent. He's everywhere. Back with Chiefs. Jamison start to the second half. They've lost their last 3 away games in the league. That's a bad challenge from Titus. And Lee Frosler and Titus into the book.
He was entitled to go for that one. Follow through there, catching Frosler. Oh, that was a bit nasty. Yeah. A closer look.
They've had a fair battle already in this game. So we've had 3 yellows in this game so far, with Adams and Titus booked for the home side, Mordi for Chiefs. Castillo with a shot, goal. Looking for his second goal at the Athlone Stadium. Actually played against Brazil in the last World Cup qualifiers, Castillo.
See through a number of bodies there. Stephen's not expecting that.
Didn't play against England though, and David Beckham.
Unfortunately.
As comfortable as they come.
There's Makwena. Just gets away from Allende, but he has it back again here now. Allende goes tumbling down, a challenge from behind. No hesitation from Jelly Jabani, pointing straight to the penalty spot.
That touch from Tembazwane. The movement in between the patient passing as well. It becomes very difficult to defend those because there's always a runner in front. There's always a runner that is willing to break the line. Look at Tembazwane being aware of the spaces as well. Allende drawing a foul inside the box.
Now the man to have taken the only penalty so far this season is out, that being Peter Shelolile. And so the responsibility is handed over, but exactly the same result.
Yeah, Beckham goals indeed. A very convincing penalty, power behind it. can see also gave a little bit of height as well.
And so there's an opportunity here for Bafana Nano. He does have pace. He's measured the ball forward for Apollos. Mafuno. Well, that was a lovely return pass. Here's Neil Maema attempting to slide it through for Timbers. They've won it back here. Another opportunity. It's on his stronger foot. It's taken away at the crucial moment. Bafana Nana. Zwane driving forward, he's measured the pass to perfection, taking it around the keeper, has Kibero looking for his brace, unselfishly locating Maema, and somehow Polokwane City have been able to avoid conceding. Oh, it's a lovely ball launched forward here for Maema, waiting for reinforcements to arrive. Pandemonium in the box, lovely point blank save. Well, flag is eventually up to indicate an offside.
Lovely ball there from Kutsia, but with Neo they undecided. Look at that, but that's a deflection though from the Polokwane City player that falls onto the path of
Mashikinya lifts the ball over for Mafumo. Oh, he skewed that horribly into the stands.
But his mobility, it makes it very difficult for Mamelodi Sundowns. His clever runs. You look at how, given Mashikinya won that ball, he knew exactly that Mafumo will be on the run, and it makes it very difficult to defend such a player. Look at the run, making sure that he stays onside. It's unfortunate there that he couldn't get
early on in this game as the sun breaks through the clouds, and it will be relief for at least those who are on the field. Douglas Mafumo leading the attack. You mentioned Puma's manager that he will be the target man already.
Lucky, I'll give you the hint.
Yes.
The surname Titi?
Sibelo. Chance here! Oh, what a finish! Oh, that's a beautiful goal! Douglas Mafumo! Oh! And celebrates in appropriate style. That's his second of the season. What a touch to control, and what a finish. Question marks about the defending though.
Second goal of the season to go together with the one assist that he has. He's a target man. If you give him the supply, he will give you the goals. He did not manage to do so at Cape Town City. He did not manage to do so at Black Leopards. Only one goal at Black Leopards. But look at this ball. It's a ball that is played in. He uses his body well to hold that ball up. There's two defenders around him. On the volley, he meets it at the highest point and he puts it in the back of the net. Good goal by Mafumo.
What a start then for the visitors. Yeah, there was a hint of a handball, but no, it didn't touch his hand. Oh, but do Arrows respond? Good ball in here. Oh, keeper spills it, and he's punished. Oh, that's poor goalkeeping, and it's suitably punished by Mr. Arrows. Nduduza Smia. What a response. Oh, what a game we have here. Matebula gets a bit of encouragement. It was a bad call from him there to punch the ball straight back into play.
4 goals last season in the league. That is the captain, Duduza Sibia. He gets his opening goal of this season. He anticipates. He knows and believes in his teammate that is making the run, that is Sibia. That's how the captain responds. He leads from the front. You call him Mr. Arrows. He's experienced at this team of Golden Arrows. He has made 175 appearances for them. That's why TT calls him Mr. Golden Arrows. He starts the move out wide on the left. He gives the ball wide, but he keeps believing. Ndwandwe brings in the cross. Matebula should be doing better. As soon as he drops it, he reacts the quickest, like a predator. That is the captain, Sibia. 1-1 TT.
And what a game we have here. Matebula here, oh, nightmares he'll have about that one. He didn't even, I thought he punched it. He actually just failed to hold on to the ball, and then it went straight back into play. Suitably punished by Nduduzo Spear. Opportunity to run at them now with Van Roy. Van Roy still going, and a nice cutback! Oh! They've turned it around! Have Lamont for Golden Arrows! A beautiful flowing move there! Van Roy! Give him all the credit. He gets the assist and the finisher from Nguse. And the Arrows have turned it around.
We ask the questions. Why are the front three starting and they don't have a goal in them? The answer is there was a secret that the technical team of Golden Arrows saw at training. We see Sibia open his account. Now it's Nguse opening his account. He used to do this for Tax last season. He goes to that technical bench to say, thank you for giving me the opportunity. I've repaid you with a goal in this game. A good run from Van Roy. He drives the team forward and he's looking for that cutback. There's Van Roy. He sees there's space in front of him. He drives forward and then he gives that cutback. The late run into the box from Nguse. He puts it in the back of the net. Arrows 2-1, Polokwane TT.
Oh, the goals are flowing now. Oh, this is wonderful football played there. And credit to the massive credit must go to
field and the striker, and that's what Nguse has done well.
Good turn and the shot! Oh, almost something out of nothing there. As a man with a heap of confidence at the moment, you can see. In very confident mood and very nearly caught out Matebula there.
It's Nguse. He starts with his back to goal. He then spins and has that shot. If you watched Mabuti Kanyeza play as a number 9, that's the way he plays. Mabuti Kanyeza holds up the ball, spins the defenders, and has shots at goals. And that's what I'm seeing in Nguse in this afternoon's game.
In fact, one of the fastest goals that he ever scored, Mabuti Kanyeza, which came in a Soweto derby when he was playing for Kaizer Chiefs. He controlled the ball and he turned and spun and struck it first time like that. As this one is whipped in. Oh! It's 3-1. That looks like an own goal. Racing away there to celebrate Isibia, but it looked like an own goal. And wow, what a turnaround. It was a well-taken corner though. Was whipped into just below, you know, one of those balls that come just almost like below the crossbar. We'll confirm for it, but it looked like an own goal. And I see that Mantiani is celebrating it and claiming it. Temba Mantiani. We will get confirmation from it. Let's have a look. Pumuzo manager.
You look at the in-swinging corner. Mantiani gets the final touch. Does he know much about it? It doesn't matter. It's in the back of the net. Look closely there. He gets the final touch. He is the man that gets the goal. But let's give credit to the delivery coming from...
I guess he's going to float one in. That's what he does. Oh, the keeper came and flapped at it and got nothing. Bulukwane City are back in it. Pulled one back. Oh, that was some poor defending from Arrows.
2 games, 6 goals conceded for Watenga in goals for Arrows, but you need to give credit to Polokwane City. I thought they needed to go direct with that opportunity. They go to the far post. Delightful ball taken by Apolis on the far post, unmarked, undetected. He puts it in the back of the net. That is Nkanki.
Totally unmarked. Any of 3 players could have possibly gotten onto that one in poor marking from Lamontville Golden Arrows. And wow.
An outlet for them up top. Also deadly when it comes to set plays. Can link up the play between the midfielders and the strikers. That's why they're bringing him in.
Now, chance here! Keeper recovers well. Recovers well. There's Watenga being tested, stung the gloves. Mop, and of course this player in a hurry, looking again for Guvadia. He's still got energy, there's Guvadia. It's done well here. It's a great ball. Apolis is in here. Apolis! Save from Watenga! Great save. Going to put a strong right hand out there.